We are back with Luke. One take takes. That's what I'm gonna call it. One take takes. You just saw the creative mind going off. But this is basically just the videos where I just talk about random music takes. And it's just like my train of thought. One take. I don't really think too much about it. And I mumble a lot. And I guess it's kind of entertaining because the Blade video got like 500 views. Like, that's good for me, honestly. I was kind of hype. But today, we're going to keep it on the Drain Gang note. We're going to talk about Thaiboy Digital, the least talked about Drain Gang member. Because Blade has that monster discography, lots of different sounds, lots of different collaborations with producers like working on Dying, Rip Squad. And then Echo 2K just has that voice. His voice is so unique that he just stands out automatically. Well, Thaiboy and Blade are pretty similar vocally. Thaiboy only has 2 projects under his belt, which is pretty interesting because he's been making music. His first album came out in like 2014, and I think he had another tape before that too. But we're going to be specifically today talking about Tiger and Legendary Member. Tiger came out 2014, Legendary Member 2019. If you're watching this, you probably already know that. Tiger is a much more industrial sounding album compared to Legendary Member. It's very dark and it just sounds like industrial city that's been abandoned at night and there's lights everywhere. I don't even know how to describe it. It takes a lot of influence from like EDM music. I may be wrong. If someone knows this, help me. But I think it takes influence from like EDM music and like some type of electronic music. I don't really listen to electronic music. And White Armor produced the whole thing, if I'm not mistaken, and he goes off on this record. I think this is one of his most well-produced albums. It just hits the atmosphere it's going for so well. I feel like Tiger's like a companion album with Glue. Glue is a much more drowned out sound. It's much more melodic and just like slow and just enchanting. Well, this is much more dark and like in your face and much more. It still has like that spark. It's like darkness, but it has that spark. It just feels like a spark going off with every song with the beat drop. Thaiboy himself isn't the best on this record. I feel like he just sounds like he's about to fall asleep at times. I feel like sometimes it really does fit the aesthetic really well, but other times it kind of takes me out of the mood. Also, I'm not like a huge EDM fan, for some songs where it really sounds like an EDM song, I don't like it that much. I feel like this album's also pretty similar to Good Luck, as it's more dance music rather than cloud rap, but it's still cloud rap at the end of the day. I think my favorite song off Tiger is Van, Diamonds, or Shadow Silence. Shadow Silence beat drop is just insane. It's almost too much for me. It goes off, but like sometimes I'm like, whoa, it's too much. Legendary Member came out 5 years after. That's actually crazy to think about. Imagine like listening to Tiger, like, oh, this is fire. I can't wait for his next album 5 years later. That's a long time. Legendary Member is a much more modern sounding project. It takes a lot more elements from like modern trap. And I feel like it's one of the most accessible Drain Gang projects, I think. I'm like kind of in Drain Gang already. Like, I listen to it a lot, so I don't really know what counts as accessible or not, because I feel like hearing Drain Gang for the first time is just such a weird sound. Like, do I like this? Do I not? But I feel like this is a pretty accessible album because it takes a lot of elements from like popular trap albums. But that's not a bad thing at all. I feel like it expands off that and makes a very good cloud rap record that's densely filled with really, really, really good songs. And wait, I'm gonna back up real quick and talk about Tiger's features. It just features Young Lean, who does great. He not carries, but he like, what I mean by carry is he does most of the vocals on Diamonds, and then Blade on GTB Let's Go. He doesn't have the most amazing performance, but he's still there if you love Blade. But back to Legendary Member. Legendary Member is very dense with features, especially towards the end. I think it features the song Legendary Member features all of GTBSB, so that's Drain Gang plus Young Lin. It has other features from Echo 2K and a feature from Blade. And Echo 2K, I think, does background vocals on a handful of tracks throughout the album. And that's why I really like this album, because I'm a huge Echo fan. And boy, oh boy, he had some of his best verses on this project. Lip Service, I'm going to say top 3 Echo verse. The way he comes in with his verse, it just makes me go. Like, it makes me go like that. It makes me make that face. It's such a blissful sound, and I love it so much. His feature on Baby, it fits the vibe. It's good. His background vocals throughout the album, great too. But Lip Service, I think, is a top tier Echo verse, and it's just, ooh, it's nice. It's nice. Other things I have to say about Legendary Member. What I like about Legendary Member, I just think it's such a culmination of the Drain Gang sound. It has catchy hooks, it has cloudy beats, and just like, it's just fun all around. It has contributions from like nearly everybody. It's just what I love about Drain Gang. It's not my favorite project by them, but it's just a perfect culmination. If I want to show someone that I like, I want to show someone that they want it. I'm sorry. If I want to show someone, what am I saying? If I want to show someone Drain Gang, I will show them this album, because at least if they like trap, I'll show them this album because it's very mainstream. But that being said, it does have some very experimental moments, and it also has Thaiboy moaning over the beat, which sometimes I love, and sometimes I'm like, come on, let's just get it going. Overall, Legendary Member versus Tiger. I like them both about equally, but if I had to pick one, I think I would pick Legendary Member, because I think it's more consistent throughout, and it has a more, I guess, not likable, but it has something that I feel like I can listen to more. I can incorporate it into my playlists more. It's just something I can routinely listen to. It's kind of an unfair way to prefer an album. I usually don't like saying, oh, I listen to it more, so it has to be better. But when I have 2 albums that I like think about on the same exact level I think I'm going to take, I'll use that point to raise it up. Also, the song Legendary Member, how do they have like 5 features in like 3 minutes? That's insane. Young Lean and Thaiboy is an underrated combo. We need more Young Lean and Thaiboy in this world. We just need more Thaiboy in this world. He only has 2 albums. That's depressing. Echo only has 1 album though. Or does that Crush Resist album count? I don't know. I don't really like that album. I'm just spitting hot takes at the end of the video. Alright, this was a train wreck, but it was a fun train wreck, so I guess I'll make another video sometime this week. Comment what it should be about, or like who it should be about. Just like comment an artist or something, I'll make it about that. Love y'all.